Hello and welcome, my beautiful Pisces. This is your Pisces weekend vibe from your guides messages for Saturday the 27th and Sunday the 28th. Okay, my beautiful mermaids and mermen, my sea sponges of the sea. Let's see what we have here for the weekend. Well, we've got the card marriage. So some of you might be thinking about, a permanent bond with somebody. It could be a marriage through partnership in business, or it could be a partnership and in a marriage between man and a wife in romance. The marriage card is beautiful, but it can also be the fact that you could be getting invited to a wedding of some sort coming in the near future. Well, we are going into February, and often there are a lot of Valentine's romantic weddings at that time of the year too. So for some of you, there might just be a marriage with a partner, solidifying something here in business with a partner or in love with a partner. Now, very ironic that when I shuffled these cards, you got the Ace of Cups that came directly underneath the marriage. I don't pick and choose these, as you hear me say this all the time. I just, Spirit, what do they need to see, know, and expect? Boom, 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 they hit the table. And I looked down at it and I thought, this is pretty cool that the Ace of Cups does show up under the marriage card. So for some of you, maybe you are going to be getting engaged and you're going to have that commitment to move in together or live a life as a married couple or actually walk down the aisle and make it a legal and binding contract. The Ace of Cups is indicative of true friendships and soulmates, and it's about compassion and love and sharing that kindness with a person in your life that you care about. And it can be a budding new romantic relationship, or maybe the renewal of one that you're already in, the resurgence of a current relationship that you're in. Some of you could find that you're falling in love right now at this time. It could be that particular time where you have finally found your one. And so it's beautiful. Some of you might be tapping into the sensitive side of yourselves and your emotions and your psychic abilities as well. Feeling very spiritual, and you're feeling that growth around you at this time. It's rich with emotional experiences that you're going to be feeling right now. And, you're in the right place. This is about being in the right place. Also, you could be thinking about wanting to buy a new home or moving together into a home together, which would be new to either or one of you. Okay, moving next, we have the dog barking, and it says you're going to be getting advice from a friend. So it's beautiful. We have the World card here, and it's the end of one cycle and the beginning of a new one when we get that World card. And I think that you might be discussing where it is you want to go. Maybe some of you are discussing a wedding or your wedding with somebody. But you could be discussing anything in general, saying, this is the end of one era. I'm starting something new here. And you could be carrying on that really good conversation with a friend this weekend. Someone who you trust, someone who you can lean into, and somebody who you believe in their wisdom that they want to give you and convey to you. Getting good advice from them is really, really nice. So some of you could be, spending some time with a friend where you're going to be getting some, they're saying constructive criticism as well as good advice. And when we trust our friends that way, they can see things from the other side to help guide us forward. Some of you could be planning a trip. Maybe you're going to be planning a trip somewhere and getting the advice from a friend who's been somewhere that says, hey, I was here and, you're going to love this trip. Why don't you go? There could be a trip coming in as well. This is definitely you're moving forward in a new direction, and you're being able now to pretty much cast your line out there and grab onto what it is you want this weekend. So good advice from a friend, spending time with a friend. You could be discussing a marriage or a wedding with somebody. There could be somebody new in your life, a soulmate who you do love as a true friend as well, with the Ace of Cups, and moving from one phase to the other, the completion of something and beginning something new and beautiful. Now you have the chain, and the chain is a chain of events that will affect your life. So we all know that we have to do these little things, come in increments. We start something and we keep moving towards it. And often it takes time. We just don't jump from one place to another. We have to work towards our goals. And this could be what they mean by, the chain of events that you're going to be seeing around you. When we think of a chain, we think of the links. The links are connected, and they bind a situation together, right? So you could be connecting a relationship with somebody here where you feel closely linked to them. And maybe this is the beginning of a good relationship, the beginning of a good friendship, the beginning of a good partnership here to do something and move towards a goal together. The Knight of Wands comes in under that. And the Knight of Wands, as we know, is a fast moving moving energy. Things are going to shift. Things are going to become busier for you, and you're going to be able to realize that you're moving forward at a faster pace. Now, the Seven of Wands is that situation where, you're going to move forward, and you're going to stand your ground, okay? Also, this is about defending yourself here, not backing down. You might need to defend your beliefs or your decisions right now, and you'll be successful. It's important to assert your energy and go for what you want. And it shows a picture of him chopping his wood and being very determined, and I'm going to break that log up come what may with this axe, right? He's very focused on doing that. So it's about you being there. There's a strength in adversity, and you've got what it takes. So stand up for your convictions this weekend. If you're going through something, this could be the chain of events that's going to change, and affect your life right here. Standing up for you. Okay. But in the process, choosing your battles wisely. We need to all do that, and learning to say no. Okay. And that's a full sentence when it comes into that. Stepping into our courage and our self-confidence this weekend. Maybe we're challenging the powers, those in power, and we need to persevere and keep going in that direction. Now, coming in next, we have the Ram. And the Ram says a stubborn and aggressive person. So, some of us, you might be dealing with somebody in your family, a family member, your child, your partner, a friend, whoever, that they might be here, like the Knight of Wands, saying, you know what, they're not going to sway their decisions on what they're doing, and they're going to stand their ground, and they're going to be really stubborn. You might be having difficulty with somebody trying to convince them of doing something that you feel is right for them, okay? But they can't see it as that, right? They don't see that happening to them. So this is difficult sometimes. They're holding on to something because they've got the Four of Pentacles right in coming underneath it. And, this person could be guarding its territory and prepared to do battle with anyone or anything that gets in their way. This is somebody who isn't going to be swayed come what may. And maybe they're just in that mindset this weekend where you might just have to walk away from it and say, we'll talk about this later. But they, the Four of Pentacles is that energy of holding on to something that might be not worth holding on to. Sometimes we have to let go and relinquish certain energy around us and be open-minded to see things from a different and higher perspective. Four of Pentacles sometimes says, you know what, it's the extremes in which you save your money or you spend your money too. Some of you Pisces out there might be wanting to buy a big ticket item, but you're bouncing back and forth in your head. Can I afford it? Should I really do this? And yeah, you should think about that. Don't go rushing into anything too quick. So maybe if there's this stubborn, I don't know about the aggressive part of this holding on, but you might be firm on your decision that you're not going to spend too much money right now. You're going to be careful. You're hanging on to your purse strings. You're holding on. And this can also be holding on to energy, anything like that in your life right now. So the Four of Pentacles says you're hanging on to something here. And, when it comes to holding on to your money, that's not a bad thing. If you're being stubborn about not wanting to spend it, there's nothing wrong with that. Okay. You want to be careful because if you start something that you can't finish, or you start something here in this chain of events that can affect your life, you might regret it later. Okay. But for some of you, there's going to be some love, I think. So let's see what we've got here with my daily message deck. Let's see what we've got here. This is also download messages, but it's a small one. So let's see what we've got here. Peace and harmony is going to be restored. Okay. So if there's a situation here with this Ram, right, it's going to work out. Okay. So peace and harmony are going to be restored. Let's see what we've got here with the next one. Keep things simple. Okay. So don't get caught up in other people's battles here. When I had said to you, you have to stand up for your convictions and everything, but keep things simple. Don't go back into history because history's been done. Okay. Coming in next with the dog barking and a friend. This is a time to wait. Okay. Maybe you want to plan something right now and you're going to be getting advice from a friend that this isn't good timing. Okay. Coming in with that beautiful love card and the marriage. Trust. I love it that you got that card. Trust that things are going to work out for you. Okay. This is about trusting that this is the perfect match, that life is happy, that you can trust again. If you've been in a relationship where you were disappointed and it was a trust issue, now you're going to be able to move forward and trust that. Wait things out here. Okay. Keep things simple, and peace and harmony is going to be restored. I love it. Let me know how you like these additional cards. I forgot I had these here in my box that I had downloaded before from my guides and I think they're pretty interesting. Well, have a great weekend, and know that I send you lots of love and many blessings, and I'll see you soon, my beautiful fellow Pisces, my mermaids and mermen.